Hello YouTube, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and I'm going to do some more of my challenge. It's to get to $10,000. I'm down 1,500. So at that point, it's fine. I'm just going to keep going. Anything but 10, predominantly because there is nothing that's changing my opinion about that. I still think it's the best strategy. I just think I was really, really rusty yesterday, and so again, I ran into some snags because as the night went on, I of course played quite a bit better. And if I'd have been still playing that anything but 10 against that money, I would have won all that money back. So again, I'm not changing a thing. I still think it's the best strategy out there. Overall, of course, there's other ones that work good at other times and all that kind of stuff. But just overall, in my opinion, it's the most consistent strategy if you stick to your guns and you learn how to not throw the tan, basically. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get another $1,000. So altogether, let's get 100 in reds. We'll be in now $2,500. All right, got 1,000 there, 1,500 there. All right, so I'm going to start with my anything but 10. And we are going to start at the $300 level and see what happens. I didn't check if anyone else was streaming right now. Probably should have, because I bet there is some. My bad if I'm doing it at a time when someone else is. Sorry. All right, here we go. 6464. Fingers are kind of sticky. This is going to be interesting. All right, here we go. $628. $35 winner. Set that right there. We're going to go for 3 hits. I'm going to wipe this out $100 at a time. That's what I'm going to do. All right, here we go. 6-5, yo. 6-5, yo. $5-3-8. Hello, cartoons. $35 winner. Looking for another hit here. 6-4. I'm going to play everything together, though. It's not just only going to be anything but 10. But it's going to be mostly that. And there's the 6. That's the new point that actually made that point. $35 winner. All right, here we go. Bump that down. Get 10 in white. All right, here we go. Still looking to make some money here. 6464, we're still doing that. So we've made 100. No, I haven't bought it yet. $549, $21. $617. Okay, this is going to be the end of my shot, which is good. That was a 7, not a 3. All right, so it's going to be a $14 winner overall there. pull that down. Okay, so we started with $1,000, so we're up. There's 500, 900, 1,000, so we're up whatever this is right here. And this, sorry. So that's good. We're making headway already, making good progress. All right, so this would go to a random shooter now. And so we're going to play through some random shooters here. And I'm going to go 75 and 5 on this random guy. Hopefully we don't lose all what we just made. Hard 10, perfect. Perfect. Okay. So now on this random shooter, we're going to go into the 6, 7, 8. Right here. We got 75 and 60. 6, 7, 8. We're going to make some wins here is the goal. Oh, or not. 5, 2, 7. So he went 0.7. Not a big deal. We're going to make a little bit of money. Let's get some new dice. Next random shooter. Here we go. 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. Okay. Same thing. We got 75. We're going to go 6, 7, 8. By 6, 7, 8, I mean I'm playing winners as the 6, the 7, and the 8. Okay, so the 5 I'm playing against the 7, and I'm playing them 2. This bet covers them on a 7. So 6, 7, and 8 all win me money. So we're just dodging a 5 here. There's a 9. And what we'll do is when we hit the 6 or the 8, hopefully, we'll start gaining other numbers or pressing the 6 and 8. All right, so there's a hard 8. 35. Let's drop 5, and we always want to rack something. So I'm adding the 9 in. So we ended up making $20 on that roll. And there's the 10, 6, 4, 10. Remember, we're not on anything but 10 here. We're on random shooters, so we're going to play the 6, 7, 8 against them. And if I see some funny stuff, I might throw in some toolbox stuff. Another $35 winner. We're going to pick up the 4. Same kind of process there. Hello. Here we go. And there's the 8 again, 5, 3, 8. So we're getting our 6s and 8s to come through. We're going to get all the numbers now besides the 5. And since we got mostly, this is our initial exposure, the 6 and 8 and the 5. So all this other stuff is all profit placed. So it's essentially not part of the exposure. And we have a 4, 2, 6. 4, 2, 6. You guys can't quite see that 2, can you? All right, so let's bump this just a little bit. Huh. Maybe if I go like that. Really? I don't like not being able to see that side of the table. That's where a lot of my dice go. Anyways, it's 4, 2, 6. Sorry about that, guys. We got to pay ourselves. 35. Okay, so this has been quite a few hits, right? What, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 hits here. So, we're looking at making, we've already made about 150 bucks. So, we're probably getting close to the 7 here. I would be less worried about the 5. And so what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to pull my bets down here. And I may be wrong here. Then I'm going to go for a come progression. I'm going to put these at 18. That way I'm racking. I'm getting profit out of this hand no matter what here. Like, for example, like right here, I would really like to roll a 7. I mean, because I got to come for 25. Oh, and there's the 7 right there. 6-1. So again, that wasn't it's not like that's a spectacular read there or something, guys. That was just, there was a lot of rolls already on a random shooter. It was bound to come out that way. It was bound to hit. All right. So next random shooter, we'll go with one more random shooter, and then I'll shoot on the anything but 10 again. All right. There was really nothing special about what I just did there. All I did was just pay attention to what was going on. I had 4 or 5 hits already. It's time for the 7 to start showing up. And that's all I did, is I just watched the board. Here we go. And there's a come out 7. I didn't like that. I was wondering when we were going to get one of them. So that kind of hurt our little profit. All right. We're still doing pretty well. We're up 5. That's our 1,000. So we're up all the greens and reds over here. So we're up 200. We're up almost $300 already in just 4 shooters. That's pretty good. A pretty good little run there already. We're going to, since this shooter just smacked us on a 7, I'm actually going to go on and put a $15 pass line bet down. If he rolls another 7, I'll play the repeater. And there's a 12. So I got burned on that. We're actually going to stick with the pass line here. And there's the 8, hard 8. Okay, so it's a pretty good line bet. We like the 8. We'll accept the 8. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swap these in for some reds here. I'm going to pick up the 6 for 18. I'm playing like I'm on a $15 table, guys. And then I'm going to play comeback for 15. And I'm just going to play a comeback regression or comeback progression on this guy, just because he had a come out 7, then a come out 12. And there is an 11, so that's a good one for us. 6-5, yo. So we got our loser back. Do the same thing here. And we got the 5, okay. So my next level, I'm going to go up to 30. And we got an 11, so that'll work. We can live with them. Just keep rolling 11s, right? So we're going to drop down to 25 now. I mean, we're going to rack a little bit of that. And there's the 11. Wow. We're taking advantage of this 11. All right, here we go. And there's the 8, so we hit our point. Perfect. It's going to travel. It's going to make $15. I know I didn't have no odds on it. I didn't have odds on it on purpose. I'm not concerned about that. All right, so what do we have at risk here? We have the $40 up here at risk. Our 6 is going to be off. So we're going to make this come out roll a $40 come out roll. Or what you could do is you could hop the reds here and keep this as a $15 come out roll. So maybe we'll go that route this time. All right, because that's going to cover us on a 7 up there. Hey, there it is, 4-3 right there. All right, so guys, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just looking at what's happening. All right, so we're going to win 75. I'm going to pay that there. We're going to lose these 2. And then we're going to get our 75. I'm not doing, there's nothing special about what I'm doing here. I'm just reading the table, seeing what's going on. Okay, I saw some 7s. I saw a come out 7. I saw a weird 12 and then a bunch of 11s. So this roll is all over the place. It's not just banging inside numbers. All right, so I'm going to play it like the shot is all over the place. I'm going to be thinking there's going to be 7s in it. And that's all my whole thinking. There's a 12. Another come out 12 loser. I don't know how to pull that off, but I always get them. And so this guy's actually shooting kind of long because his shot has been really weird. A lot of come out winner and losers. And so here we go. We're on the 8 and the 6 again. We made pretty good money on this guy already. So I'm probably just going to let this ride out at this point. I got the 8 on the pass line. I got the 6 up there. So I'll probably go on and try to catch me a $25 DC. Maybe I can get it up. And we got a 4, perfect. 314. So I definitely would take this as the opportunity. I would take advantage of this 4. I'm going to put some odds on it. You got the 4 there. So I'm going to go on and put 80 bucks in odds on this 4. And take a little advantage of that. And because so I got 25 plus 40, so I'm at 65. So right here I have 33. So I got another $30 I can shoot out there. We're going to go on and pick up the 5 and the 9. All right, I'm looking for a hit and pull now. I'm going to go to a hit and pull type strategy. So if I hit one of these numbers, I'm going to pull it down. Wow, I got smoked. Back-to-back 4s. Got smoked. All right, we're coming all the way down. I'm not going to get beat twice by this shooter. There we go. That was pretty rough. I thought we were in great position. Got that 4 right back. And there's the 7. 1 too late. So we did make a good move at the end by pulling the rest of our bets down. That was a really weird shooter. That was a really weird shot. A lot of horn numbers and a repeater 4 and, you know, just a goofy roll. Come out 7s and just all over the place. There was nothing consistent about that roll at all. But we're still doing great. We kind of lost that big win we got on that 4. So we're up 200, about 250. So that kind of hurt us. That basically broke even on that shooter when we were actually quite a bit ahead. And all right, so it's coming back to my shot. We're gonna go to the anything but 10. And again, $300. I'm looking for 3 hits. And here we go. See if we can get 3 hits in on this. Here we go. 426, 426. I don't have to say we're working on this. I'm sure everyone knows you work on this strategy. No reason to be off. All right, this is just me keeping track of my money. This is not a bet. We're looking for 3 hits, and then we're going to regress. There's a 3, a 2, 1, 3. Okay. Here we go. 12, 6, 6, 12. I'm getting quite a few 6s. Even on my throw here. I'm not really thrilled with that. I'm going to make a change. I'm going to put them over in this side. See if that helps. And there's the 628. Still getting 6s. Not good. But that was a good roll. So we need one more hit. Looking for one hit here. So I've been thinking about this. Okay, so when you get to your level like this, when you're like, okay, I'm at my 3rd hit or 5th hit, whatever it is, I've almost thought about hopping this 10, all right? Just hop in that 6-4 for $10. Because then if you roll it, you only lose half the money, and it's only costing you $10. So I'm actually going to do that this time, all right? I'm going to hop just the 6-4. So if the 5-5 rolls, I just get smacked. But this is the hop 6-4, all right, guys? And there's a 2-1. So that hurt because I didn't make a winner. So that would be expensive if you had a bunch of them non-winners. But we're willing to do it one more time. We're willing to try it one more time. Here we go. 5-1-6. All right. So that actually worked out pretty good. I'm just gonna put that like that. All right, so we're going to go to the regression part of it. Rack all this up. Get 100 off there. And this is a come out roll. We're still working. Come here. 6464. All right, here we go. $437 on the come out. That's a $14 winner in this situation. I'm going to take this $14 and I'm going to put it on the hard 10. Here we go. There's the 6, so we got us a point, 426. It's at $21. Swap this out right here for this. Well, we got 15 bucks there. I'm gonna rack that one. $538. $21. Bump up to 5 and 9 a little bit. Maybe we'll get a 5 or 9 here. Oh, we did. 639 on call. On call, 639. It's a $28 winner. Take our 8 up to 30. Here we go. Oh, and there it is, 6-4. Kind of thought that one felt. That's cool. We've probably won that much. Lost this also. Okay, so these are still active. All that's active. So that's our first 10. We're going to take it all down. And make an adjustment here. I'm going to play 200, 400, 500. 500 on the 10. And I'm going to play these quite a bit bigger. Okay. It's 250. We should be okay. Should be about right. And what we're going to do is when we hit, we're going to regress and make the 7 value. So we just don't need the ugly number. There's the hard 4. We love the hard 4. $1 for 50. Okay, so I'm going to regress the 5. Every hit, I'm going to regress something. All right. That way we're making the 7 more valuable. So I should be getting close to the 7. $628. That's a $70 winner, guys. Drop that 8 down to 30. Lot of danger out there on that 10, right? Better not roll one. 527. There's that 7 right there. Okay, perfect. All right, these are losers, guys. So I get 250. 250 is going to be 7 or 12. So 250 minus 12 is 238. 230, 240. I'm going to drop 2 for vigor. And we're going to rack all this up. So our little bobble there, we got it all back. Just by progressing the 10 a little bit, playing a little bigger, getting a little more aggressive there. So let's swap this in for 500s. That's all we did. Okay, these are ours. Swap this in for 100. All right, doing pretty well. New shooter. It's going to be a random shooter. Okay, so this time on the random, we're going to play something a little different. We're going to wait for the point, and then we're going to play a regression strategy because we have 8, 9,000, 1,100, 1,200, 13. We're up about $400. So I'm going to take a little bit of a chance with the regression strategy, a bigger regression strategy. But I'm going to let a point be set first. And we have a 6, 5-1. Okay. So what we're going to start with, that was a 5-1-6. So we're going to start with a 90, 6 and 8. Remember, we're up about $400. So I'm giving this right here. But then what I'm going to do is for this roll, So what's the risk to reward here? All right, we're up $400. We're putting 200 on the line on a random shooter playing the 6 and 8. All right. The risk reward here is, okay, if you hit before you lose, you're going to win $105. Okay, you're up $400. So even if you do lose, it's not the end of the world. So is this worth your risk right here? I think yes. I think this is worth your time. This is worth your risk. And you don't have to do it on the 6 and 8. You could choose any bets you wanted. But put some bigger bets out there. Go for a bigger hit. And so when we get this 105, what we're going to do, hopefully we're going to hit this 105, and then we're going to go 96 across. All right? That gives us all the numbers for a free roll. And that's what we're aiming at here. We'll see if it happens. See if we can hit this 6 or 8. All right? Remember, it's just all random roll here. So you could cover it against the 7. But I'm not going to worry about it. All right? I'm just going to go for it. There's a 6-5 yo. And there's the 9, 6, 3, 9. And maybe you put this on a roll count. Maybe we only go 5 rolls. If we go 5 rolls and we don't hit, we pull down. And there's the 7. We didn't get it. Okay? Took a chance there. Didn't pay off. Okay. So we basically lost $200 on that shooter, trying to make a little run there. Not a huge deal, but not good either. Definitely not good. Okay, so that was still a short roll. So we've had the random roll. We've had one really crazy, weird long roll, but then we've had a bunch of short ones. All right. So we're gonna go back to short roll stuff. We're gonna put a $50 don't, $5 yo, and we're gonna play some short roll don't craps here. Ouch. 4, 3, 7. So that's not the same shooter shooting 2 7s though, guys. Even though it's me, it's still not the same shooter. All right, so we're gonna go 75 on the don't and 5 on the yo. So now if he rolls another 7 here, then we'll go to the repeater. And there's a 5, 4, 1, 5. Okay, so we're going to go 150 in odds, $25 combat. We're going to move into this. Points 5. We would very much like him not to roll a 5. That would be very good for us. And there's the 7. So it worked out in our favor there. We played it correctly. We were aggressive correctly. Progressed the bet. gave ourselves a chance to get our money back, which we did. Because we were at 50, we lost, and then we won 75. So that ended up being a $25 gain. And yeah, so that was overall a good thing. We did pretty well there at the end. Pretty good. So we probably got our 200 back, or really close to it, that we lost on the previous random shooter. So here we go. And we're going to be coming out, and this is also a random shooter. We're going to probably stick with the stone because that was a very short roll also. So I'm going to go the 50 until I start seeing some long rolls out of these guys. They got to make me a believer. 3, 2, 5. Okay. It's our second 5 point. I'm going to go 150 again. I'm not afraid of these shooters. Hello, Melanie. All right, here we go. And there's the 8. 538. We're going to get back out there on the come. And we're looking for a 7 here to be nice. There's the hard 4. So we didn't get the 5. We got $50 out there on the 4 and the 8. All right, so you can keep going with the comes here. It's not terrible. What I like to do if I do keep going though is I actually go up to 50 the next roll, and then 50 the roll after that, and then 75. And the reason I progress them like that is because if it's going that far, that means the numbers are hitting. So if I'll show that here, hopefully it don't burn me, but I'll show that here. And there's a 12, it did burn me. Of course it did. All right. You're already putting your eggs in this basket, so you can play through it and you'll be fine. Ouch. Ouch. So the shooter that I talked about not going long, that was not a 9, guys, that was a 5. All right. So this has been expensive. We're not going to let this guy beat us again. We're just going to hopefully hit some of these bets here. We're going to allow this to roll out. And there's the 7 on the come out. So that was brutal. We lost basically all our profit there messing with a random shooter. That was pretty rough. So that's 7, 8, 9. Actually, we're actually down a little now because that random shooter killed us. The 2 random shooters, the $90 random shooter, the $90 6 and 8, and then that hitting that 5 was painful. All right, so it's still the same shooter because that was a come out 7. You could go back up and play on him. I'm going to avoid it. If you get burnt like that, I usually don't play that shooter again. So he's probably going to go on like a 40-minute roll here. And there's the 6, 5, 1. There's the 6 right back. All right. And there's the 9, 5, 4, 9. Oops. And aces, 1, 1. Put in the DC, $25. I really don't like to bet on the guys that I've already got my butt kicked by, and there's the 7. So everything around on that whole shooter just kicked my butt. That was a bad shooter for Jacob. All right, so we're back to our shot. We're going to make a play here. Going 600 on the 10. Let's get some greens here. Pretty comfortable. See what happens here. Might get blasted. 6464. Let's see what we got. Can we make up some wins? There's a 3-1. We like the 3-1. We are big fans of that 3-1. That was a 3-1, guys. So I'm going to drop $2 here for 100. I'm going to pull $100 down and take this 75 down. Here we go. 516. Okay, well, the point's 4. 516, it's going to be 70. Regress that. We're going to take it down to 300. Now we got 2 good hits. Now we're back to normal. And we're going to try to make some money here. There's the 7. Okay, no big deal. This is going to end up being a $7 winner out there. This is the base anything but 10. So that we played that pretty well. I mean, can't complain about that. I'll take that every day of the week. If I could play that exactly like that every time, it's a couple $100. All right. So what are we at now? 7,000. So we're up about $100 again. We were up 400, so we definitely made a mistake on them 2 random shooters. They cost us. The 2 random shooters before that in the first round we got paid on. So little shaky there. This time we're going to go on and go with the 678 again. $75 on the note, and then a 6.5 yo. I mean a $5 yo. Sorry, my brain ain't working correct. Hello, 5s. Okay, so here we go. Coming out. This is a random, and of course. We are catching it on these randoms right here. Catching the 7, right? We're going to go up to 100. And we're going to just leave this at $5 yo. We do not want a second 7. And there's the 8. Okay, that's not a whole lot better. But we'll accept it. So we got a choice to make here. We got $100 on this 8. Are we going to play 6, 7, 8, or are we going to go against this 8? I'm going to play the 6, 7, 8, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this between the 5 and the 9 here, because I'm going to let the 8 ride. All right, I'm going to give the 8 hopefully 2 hits. I'm going to try to let the 8 go for 2 hits here. Hopefully I can get 2 hits out of this. We'll see. And there's the 7. We did not. Should have just attacked it, but that's fine. We ended up making $10. Well, not really, because we lost 80. All right, so that's the first random. Look for another random shooter here. I've had a ton of come out 7s. So we're going to combat that a little bit. We're going to put a lay bet out there. So we're going to still do the 6, 7, 8 over here. So you can do this 2 ways. I think there's 2 very easy ways to do it. You can just hop the 7s on the come out and then have your $75 with a $20 deficit attached to it, or you can lay a bet. Either way has some risk to it. So this time let's do the hop 7s. These are going to be my hop 7s. And I'll do it this way this time. Either way there's some risk. Here we go. And there's the 9, okay? So we ended up costing us $20 just to get through that roll. Not so good. Don't do it every time. So now this is actually only worth $55 because that just cost us $20 to get that 9. So we only have $55 worth of play that's covered. Right? 60 to 55. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely make it up with the odds. 60 to 55 is not that big of a deal. But we'll go on and put $30 in odds on it. That'll get us that 20 back. And let's see what we can get here. And there's the 7 right away. Okay, so it's still shaky, still choppy, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, 75 and 20. So this time we're gonna cover it with a lay bet. That time we covered it with the hops. So this time we're gonna cover it with the lay. I'm gonna go on, and since it's 75, I don't gotta get all of it back. I'm gonna lay the 4 for 100. I'm okay if I just get 50 of it back. I'll live with that. Here we go. And there's the 10. I'm glad I didn't lay the 10. That's a good one for us though. So we're gonna pull this down. Now we got best number you can get, either the 4 or the 10 on the don't. So we're gonna try to make a move here. All right, so I'm gonna go 150 in odds. So I got 75 and 150, which will be 150 total win. So I have $150 worth of win to play with. We go 70 here, or 60 and 60. I got 150 in winning. Hello, George. And I got 120 in exposure. So we're good. The 7 will pay 30. We're looking to hit some 6s and 8s. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I didn't hedge that out, guys. That's actually part of the strategy, the 6, 7, 8 strategy. When you get on these, it's actually part of it, and I didn't pay no attention to it. That is brutal. So that is 2 10s in a row. So we're going to do something here that is it's the repeater, but we're going to use it on the 10. All right, these are random roll 10s now. So I'm going to lay 600 on this 10. And this is how I'm going to play this. I'm betting that he will not roll a 10 here. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm going to have everything working, and I'm also going to be playing 2 on each one of these horns. Everything's working. I'm just betting that he will not roll a 10 here. And there's a 6. Okay. It's the same thing as the 7 repeater. We saw 2 10s in a row. You just shouldn't see another one in a row. Just the odds of it are just ridiculously bad. And we didn't, so that's good. Pull it all down. That was painful. That loss there was painful in that 10. That hurts when that happens. We got a little piece of it back. A little bit of it back right there. All right, so what do we got? 3, 6, 7, 8. If I would have never been playing on the random shooters, guys, I'd probably be up $1,000. But it's okay. We're using the moves. We're trying to get through this. All right. So I'm gonna go on and move into the 6 and 8, and I'm gonna play it like the progression type thing, the concept type thing I showed. All right. This is not my shot, so I'm just gonna let it roll. And there's a hard 6, so that's good. We made the right choice there. $35. Okay, rack it. We're going to be off on this come out. I'm off on this come out. 415. Okay. And there's the 9, 549. Okay, so the stream is close. Let's see if we can get $50 through the don't. This is a risk here. 12. Ooh, that's a wash, a washy wash. 6, 6, 12 there. All right, we'd like to get that don't out there somewhere. And we got it on the hard 10 again, of course, right? Why not? Why not get the best number that just smoked our butts? Hard 10. So don't. That's 50 to 60. We got to give it a chance again. We're going to go to 150. It's hard to say not to do that. It's hard to say not to attack it in that fashion. I am going to drop a quarter on this hard 10 just in case. It burned us like that one time. So we're looking for some more 6s and 8s. With all that coverage, we can make some moves. There's a hard 4. So with all that coverage we got up there, so there's $125 worth of coverage. We only have $80 or $85 out here. So we got some room to play with, right? So we're looking for a hit. And 2 hard 4s in a row. 2 hard 4s in a row. So we could actually play the repeater right there, but we have this 10 sitting here. So it's a weird situation. Aces, 1, 1. Got all this room, not hitting anything. Let's add some money out there, see if we can catch a number, catch a winner. 5, 4, 9. You guys see that? It's a 5, 4, 9, so it's $21. We'll take it. We'll pull that 9 down. All right, here we go. And the 6. That's a $35 6. I'm going to put 30 of it on the 8. And there's the 6 again. 5, 1, 5, 1, 6. $35 more dollars. I'm actually going to bump that up too. We'll pull that 5 down. All right, so now we just played our way into a $70 winner if we can hit that 6 and 8 again. We still got this 10 covering us. Here we go. And there's the 8. All right. $70. Let's bump our 6 up again. Rack some chips. Here we go. And there's the 6. All right. We're all over it. Life is coming together. That's going to be 105, guys. So obviously we're going to bump up this. Rack it. All right, here we go. There's the hard 4 again. We've had 3 hard 4s in this roll. 3 hard 4s. One thing you may want to look at what's going on here. You may want to look at it and go, okay, do I want to pull my money off here? Right? Because you have $200, $300, $400 out there. All right, so you have, that's going to put you up quite a bit of money. So this may be the time to pull your money down here. All right, you've kind of had a rough go. This random shooter's paid off for you. You could take it and just play just the $50 10 probably here. You could keep rolling and then this, you could essentially lose this money. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to pull down. I'm going to pull my money down. We'll pull these odds off. And I'm just going to play this like this. All right. I'm going to hope I get a 7. All right. This may go on 20 more rolls and I may miss out on a bunch. All right. I'm accepting that because I'm I'm guaranteeing the rolls that I won, I'm guaranteeing that money by pulling it off the table. So if I get a 7 here, great. And there's another hard 4. So we probably should just bet the hard 4. All right. We probably should just bet the hard 4. So we're going to go on and put $10 on the hard 4 since we've seen 150 of them. And there's the 6. So there would have been a good winner. I mean, and when you see this kind of stuff happens, you see them numbers that you had built up start hitting. All right. So it's a tricky. Do you want to be conservative? And there's the hard 10. Okay. So we took that hard 10 off, but we didn't lose 150. We lost 50 after we won a bunch of wins. So the shooter's still going. We're going to pull this down. So we're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. So we're up about 120 bucks. Doing okay. Pretty good shooter here. He hasn't 7'd out yet. So we're going to kind of expect him to 7 out here. So I'm going to we're going to do a 5s play. So we're going to have to go 45 and 15. And there's the 3. That's not what I wanted, 5s. Put that back. And there's the 5, okay. That's a point made 5. Doesn't matter for us right now. All right, so this is going to be a come bet for 45 and a don't come for 15. This allows us the ability to either play it just as a 5 or put odds on it and play it as, a 7, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this first roll go. If it hits the 7, it sucks, but I'm going to give it a chance to roll a 5 a couple rolls. And if it doesn't in the first couple rolls, there's the point's going to be 8. If the point's, the first couple rolls, then we'll play it as a 7. And there's a yo. And there's a 9. Okay, so we went 3 rolls here without it being anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on and $15. I can put $60 in odds most places. That 60 will allow me to get 40. So that'll give me a $15 winner on a 7. And there's the 9 again. So this is actually a long roll and we're missing out on it a little bit. But that's the choice I made. And there's the 3. I bet. And there's the 10. I'm still looking for a winner here. And the 7, okay? So we got there. All right, so that's going to be 15 flat and 40 up top. Here we go. Rack it all up. So it worked out there. We definitely missed some winners, but overall, that was a good shooter for us. Overall, it was a really good shooter. I don't know whose shot it is, but I'm actually going to switch gears off of the anything but 10 here. So we're up. And I'm going to throw a traditional throw. So I'm going to be shooting the 1-2-1-3. Not the 1-2. I'm going to be shooting the hardway set, the 4-2-4-2. Sorry, my mind got mixed up there. I'm going to play like this is my shot. I'm actually going to play light side here, guys. I went back to practicing this a little bit, along with my other stuff. I was getting way too far away from it, even though I still completely 100% believe in the anything but 10. I like to be versatile. All right, there's a 5-3-8. I like to have every part of the game. I don't just want to be a one-trick pony. All right, so we're going to put 25 behind that 8 there. And we're going to get a $30 6. $15 5 and 9. And I'm going to put 50 over here in the DC. All right. We're looking for the hardway set. Like to dodge a 7 here. Here we go. 5-4-9. Perfect. $21. Pull that down because that's traveling behind there. It's get the 4 and 10 now. Rack $6. Okay, so we don't have a complete hedge back there. Don't have a complete hedge, just $50 or whatever you want to call it. The hedge or whatever, cover bet. But that's fine. We don't need it. Here we go. There's the 10, 6-4. Remember, I'm not trying to avoid the 10 here, guys. $27 winner. I'm throwing a traditional shot, whatever you'd call it, traditional dice control, hardway set, 4-2-4-2. There's the hard 6. Hard 6. $35. We're going to rack that. We're going to add 5 and 5. Make that a buy. At this point, if I hit the 9, I'm not upset. We definitely like to hit a few more numbers. And there's the 8. We made our point. 5-3-8. My shot is looking really good. Oops. Okay. Rack it up. We're going to be off on the come out on the place bets. That 9. So we're hoping for a 7 here. Here we go. Hard 10. All right. Hard 10. We need to get our 8 back. Put that back here in odds. This has been a long roll, pretty long roll so far. We had a lot of winners. So maybe I take this down like this. Just play the 6-8 and the 10 here. 4-2-4-2. I may lose out here a little bit, but I definitely would like to have a few more. There's the 5 right when I took it down, right? There's the 4-1-5. Here we go. 3-2-5. That's right. Take the money off the table, and then I'll start rolling those numbers. Repeater would work here, but not on this shot. It'd have to be a random shot. And there's the 7. Okay, not bad. Rack that up. Not too shabby, I'll take it. 600. $1,100, and we're about 1,200. About 1,200 bucks. Means we're up 200. It's kind of been an up and down deal. Honestly, it's been all random shooters that burn us. It has not been ourselves at all. A couple big don't bets that got knocked off. And that's really killed us. Otherwise, we'd be sitting 700 up probably. It's really been treacherous there. So what one of the things we can do to try to hopefully limit that is we can play a smaller, more of an attacking strategy. Or we can play bigger bets and go regression. So either way is good. The first shooter here, I'm going to try a smaller, like attacking type strategy, where I'm going to start on the pass line here, let him shoot. Now I'm going to put some place bets out there and try to build up from there. And there's a yo, that's always good. 6-5 yo. All right, I'm going to go on and grab the 5 with that. It's going to be off. It's going to be off. Oh, there's a 7. Perfect. It's another 15 bucks. We get the 9, also going to be off. So we just got 2 free bets. Not, I say free. 2 rolls come out winners. We turn them into place bets. All right, so there's a loser. 2, 1, 3. Just going to lose that off there. And the 9, okay? We weren't working. We were not working. I'm going to travel that over there. Point's going to be 9. Had a couple 7, a 3, and an 11, and a 9 now. I'm not too worried about this. I think we'll go on and play this shooter. It's not like he's rolling 12s and 2s and just all over the place all the time. Box number and then 3 horn numbers or something. Again, we haven't seen very many shots this time. All right, so what do we have? We have $66. So we're going to put us a $30 come bet out. All right, this is just 7 protection. This is a come progression 7 protection. And there's the 5. Okay, 3, 2, 5. So it's going to be $21. Perfect. We'll pull that down. Let that travel. Put $20 out. And there's a 3. Of course. Of course. All right. We're just going to accept that. If we hit again, we'll get us another come bet out there. Be nice to get that 5. 6-5 yo. So I guess we should have went back up with it. 6-5 yo. And there's the 4-2-6. It's a $21 winner. Okay. Gets a $15 come bet out there. This is just slight 7 protection. And you don't have to do it this way. You could hop them, but you're not going to get it back if you miss. So I like to do it this way because you get to keep it if you miss, unless you get a horn number. And there's the 7. Okay. So I guess we should have hopped them, right? Okay, next random shooter. This time maybe we'll go come progression, or I mean 6, 7, 8. We're going to go a little bigger this time. We're going to go $100, 6, 7, 8. We're going to take a little chance here. All right, so let's see if we can get through this roll. We haven't been able to. Hey, 516. It's not great, but it's not a 7. So we could hedge that out if we wanted, but we got $100 on the 6 as a 7. So maybe we'll go this way. Let's do this, all right? Instead of 6, 7, 8, we're playing 4, 5, 9, 10, and 7. 7 isn't a winner though. It's just a break even. And there's the 10, so we made a good call, 5, 5. I'm gonna drop $1. Whoa, for 50. Pull the 10. And the hard 4, perfect. Drop $1 for 50. Pulled it 4. So here we go. Now we're sitting pretty. We've already made our 100 that we have at risk here. So hopefully we can get a 5 and 9 in here. 7, we'll take it. 4, 3, 7. So that was nice. That was a nice run right there. Yeah, that hard 4 is killing it. This is a good little run there. Made all the right moves, made all the right choices. All right, so we're doing better. We're getting there. It's 11, 12, 13. We're at 13 probably. Probably 1,300 here. We're going to go to my shot. We're going to go to the anything but 10. This time on the anything but 10, we're going to progress up the lay bet. So we better not hit it. 6, 4, 6, 4. Four, 1, 5. I didn't have my Dewey Don't out there. Sorry. I'll get it out there. My bad. $35 winner. I'm going to put 30 on that. I'm looking for 3 hits. Once I get to 3 hits, I'll probably regress. See how it goes. 12, okay, 12, 6, 6, 12. That's usually an indicator number for me that I'm not shooting it right. That was definitely a roll forward shot, not a good one. And there's the 7, so okay, cool. If it's $7, usually we just added 30, so that's 15, 14, so it's like $21, something like that. 21 to work. Rack it all up. Short shot, profitable shot. We'll take it. Okay, right back to random shooters, guys. This is like a real table, moving pretty quick. We're going to take a $15 pass line bet here on this random. See what he's got. Of course, right? Ace, ace. Go right back up there. We're going to go to $20 this time, though, just in case he rolls a 7 for us. And there's the hard 4. Dang it. All right, we're betting the hard four. You got to put $10 on the hard four from here on out. All day, all forever. Hard four action. Let's do this. We ain't done this. Iron. Smack yourself in the face. There's the 9. $15. Yeah. $15 winner. Rolled the 9. We're gonna rack this one. The 7. That was an awful idea, Jacob. That was like as bad as my ideas ever get. That was as bad as it ever gets right there to play the Iron Cross. I don't know what struck me right there. For whatever reason, I thought I should do that. It went awfully bad. All right, go back to normal life here. All right, $50 DP, $5 yo. Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go into the $50 don't come with 2 combats, big odds. There's the 12, so we're just going to end up losing a little $5 there. 6-6. Here we go. Quit rolling 7s. Go up to 75. Here we go. That's back-to-back 7s. That's pretty brutal. All right, so I'm going to do the repeater a different way here. Instead of doing the repeater across the board to make one hit, I just had back-to-back 7s. I'm going to make a big lay bet. Okay, so I mean not a big lay bet, a big don't bet. I'm going to go $300 on the don't, and I'm going to go $25 on the yo. I'm gonna switch this up a little bit. I want a big don't bet. I'm really hoping to get a big don't bet out there, and not another. There's the 4. Okay, so this worked very well for us, except for that this hard 4 has just been on fire. Okay, so we got a $300 no 4. This is about as good as a position we can get in on this. Man, I really don't want to waste any of our blanket room on this hard 4, but this thing has rolled so much. I feel like I almost have to. It's got to be a $45 bet. Dang, I don't know about all that. All right, 45 bucks. All right, so we got 300 to work with. We've lost 50 and 75. That's 125. So we definitely need to make some hits here. So we're going to go like this. So what do we got? 150, 200. This is a pretty good setup. I mean, it doesn't get a lot better than this usually. It sucks that we had 2 bad hits before this, 2 loser hits before this. Otherwise, this would be in really good shape. But you got, I mean, in situations like this, you got to go for this because the odds are so heavily in your favor. Oh my gosh. Oh my Lord. 314. Oh, wow. I don't even know how to accept that. $550. We lay in the 4 for $550. That was so brutal. I honestly, that's just crazy. And there's the yo, 6-5 yo. I don't really know how to accept that. That's pretty brutal. Random roller, man. There's the 6. 426. $70 winner. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm going to play the anything but 4. And I'm going to, on this random shooter, and I'm just going to accept how this turns out, I guess. Because that was just so rough. Oh, Lord. 6-5 yo again. Three. I saw that 2 over there. I was like, no, you didn't. That's a 3. Four, 4, hard 8. $70 winner. That's a $550 lay. I just gotta. There's the 9, 639, $35 winner. Oh, because when I'm playing this, I'm always on this strategy. Sorry. If these guys, I'm assuming they know because these guys are always in this with me. So sorry, Marco. When I'm playing this anything but 4 or anything but 10, I'm always working. Always working on the strategy. There's no reason to be off. So sorry about that. All right, I'm going to go for 2 more hits. And there's the hard 8 again. $70 winner. If you're going to play the strategy, there's absolutely no reason to be off. Because, I mean, the only thing that can hurt you is the 4 in this instance. And there's the 7, okay? So we didn't get all our money back, not even close, but at least we got something back. Okay, so this is $550, I believe. 3, 5, 50. Okay, so that's $275. 5, that's $8 VIG. No, that's $13 VIG, sorry. $13 VIG. And we'll get $275. 4. $275. Okay. Yeah, at least, right? I mean, it's not like the end of the world. We're probably back to even. But man, we were doing so good there. And we were in such a great position. I want to talk about that for a second. Okay, so how many times does that 4 not re-roll? A lot, right? I mean, you're talking 96% of the time that this doesn't happen, right? It doesn't re-roll and you make money and you keep making money. So in those situations, even though they're brutal when it happens, it's brutal when you lose those situations. But you have to keep playing those situations. If you run into them positions, you have to keep playing them aggressively like that. Because it's kind of like getting aces in poker, right? Just because you lost 5 times in a row with aces doesn't change that this hand of aces is bad. This hand of aces is still amazing, all right? Just because that went bad there, if this same situation comes up in this next roll, I'm going to attack it again because the huge majority of the time, that's not going to happen. And you're going to make a bunch of money in that situation. You're going to make either money on the 7 or you're going to hit a bunch of box numbers and you're going to get paid off on those situations. When you earn those situations by playing them big bets and it lands right, it's not always going to wax you. It's not always going to get you. The huge majority of the time, it's just going to be super profitable. And so don't get discouraged by those situations. When it goes bad, as you saw, I didn't get discouraged. What I do? I added more money out there, laid bet on the 4, accepting that I am not going to roll another 4. I believed that and I accepted that. And if you're going to play these type of things, these type of strategies, you have got to give yourself a chance to win in them ideal situations. Even if you have to go just lay the bet, you have to give yourself a chance at that if you're going to play this way. And so you just can't get discouraged when it goes bad. I mean, and I know that's one of the hardest things for people is they get discouraged when it does go bad. But if you can limit that, if you can limit yourself getting discouraged, it'll pay off more times than not, like a huge majority of times compared to not. So anyways, there's my little rant on that. It looks like there's 8, 9. Looks like we're just barely ahead. I mean, just barely ahead after all that. So we lost about $400 there, probably. I'm going to go shoot. I'm going to shoot one anything but 10 here. I'm going to act like all the other players left the table, and it's just me there. And I'm going to play anything but 10 until I lose. Let's see how long this goes. All right, so it's 2 in the morning. Everybody went home. Whatever you want to say. It's just me. Probably 5s and googs because they're degenerates. All right, here we go. Let's see what I can do. 7, okay. $7 winner. Yeah, remember, we better play that hard 4, huh? You're absolutely right on that hard 4. We gotta stick money on that. It can just get too crazy. And there's the 6, 5, 1. So again, Marco, I'm always working here. No matter what happens. So when you see, I'm acting like I'm the only one at the table. That's true. For another $100, you know, you're out really onto something there. That's actually probably well worth your time. I totally agree with that. So let's do that. Another $100. That's actually that's a good move, really. I like that. All right, here we go. And there's the 5, $35. Yeah, I really like that. Awesome work, dude. That has never even crossed my mind just in that exact instance where 300 to 400 is that big of a difference. That's really great. Because the $100, if you're already playing $300 on a lay, then $400 isn't a big deal. $35 winner on that 9. You know what I'm saying? If you're already playing 300 on the lay, what's 400? Especially if you pop a couple 7s, you're already in the driver's seat on that then. 5, 3, 8. Yeah, absolutely. You can make a lay bet at any time you want. Yeah, lay bets, you can play it for any roll. And there's the 4. We like the 4. That's a little more money. $1 for 50. We did lose our little hard 4 here. Seven. Okay, so here's our first opportunity to make this pay off. All right. I don't exactly know what it is. Yeah, absolutely. But we know that it pays 48. So 48 plus 7 is 55. So he's probably exactly right on that it's 55. Awesome work again, man. That's really awesome. Herndon Thurman. All right, remember, we're the only ones at the table right here. We're just gonna rack up chips. Rack them up. Because we can shoot this. We can shoot this shot. We're confident. I confidenced myself right into that 6-4, didn't I? Confidenced myself right into it. So let's see where we head. See how bad we got smacked right there. Confidenced myself right into that. We lost 200. Going to 500. 500. Because it's negative return, Marco. I started with $1,000. That is back-to-back tens. So that's going to end this. It's going to end this beating. All right, so this is a shout out to Dr. Don't Pass because he is going to let me have it. I know it. I know he's going to let me have it right here because I rolled back-to-back tens. So shout out to Dr. Don't Pass. Go on and let me have it, buddy. Four two. Let's get this one too. Here we go. We're going to shoot it traditionally. See if we can miracle it up. 538. No, I was trying to not hit the 10. I was specifically trying not to hit the 10 there. $70. All the way up on the 8. $4,242. That was a good roll up until I rolled that 2 10s in a row. 516. 516. $70. All right, here we go. 4242. We're switching gears, going old school. $6.5, yo. I don't even know what I think the point is 10. 4242. $549. It's gonna be a $70 9. We're gonna drop 5 for 75. Take it up to 100. Take that up to 75. 4242. hard 8. 120 is going to pay 140. Take it up to 180. $12.66. Marco, yeah, I would say this is very tilty. And there's the 10. It's a point made there, I believe. We would have this in odds, so I'm not going to worry about the VIG. It's just going to pay me $100. Okay. Coming out. Are we working or not working on this come out, guys? Working or not working? Okay, we're working. 5 says working. 5 says my shot's going. Hard 6, good call. Hard 6. It's going to pay 140. We're going to go up to the 180 mark. All right, Rack City. All we're going to do is rack, so let's see how many we can get. Ah! 527. 527. So what did I lose here? That's a wash. See how much I made back before I lost. 750. Ugh. That was a good run. Old 750-er. Lost it. I was actually going 3 hits and down after that. Didn't make it. Didn't make it. So anyways, got blasted today. Yep. So I want to talk about the football bets. So if you guys don't want to talk about the football bets, let me know. I can do a live specifically for that. But I would like to talk about that. So you guys tell me what you think. I would like some comments back on the football bets. I'm the boss. Okay, so check this out, guys. On the football bets, I do 3 main things. Can I do the strategy from starting out? Which strategy, buddy? Okay, so I wasn't playing anything specific, Marco. I was playing a multitude of things as I went. I was playing myself shooting and 3 random shooters. So, like when I was playing on myself, I was playing the anything but 10 sometimes. But then one time I played just straight up craps and went and tacked light side on it. So on the random shooters, I was using various strategies. Sometimes I was using 6, 7, 8. Sometimes I was using the don't come plus 2 come bets. And sometimes I even use the anything but 10 or the anything but 4 on them. So I was using a lot of various things. Okay, so the sports picks are really easy. So one of the things you guys could do is if you guys accept that I know what I'm talking about, you could literally just go take my picks up there to a kiosk or to the desk and say I want these. Now, uh, sports betting is simple. Okay, so sports betting by the spread, it's literally a coin flip. Okay, it's a coin flip plus some vig, right? Because all bets have some kind of vig. Some they all have some kind of vig. So whether it's 5%, 10%, it could be really high vig. Uh, it just depends on what do you mean? Do I have a pick for the Derby? I have not watched any horse racing this year at all, and I actually live very close to one of the bigger horse races in the country. I have not watched any horse racing, so not paid attention to any of it. Uh, yeah, you just go to any casino. Most of them all have sports books now. It'll be in there somewhere. I've never been to the ones in St. Louis, but I'm pretty sure they have sports books. So you go up there, you go to the desk, and you tell them what you want. So okay, so there's a few things that go into the way that I gamble on sports. Okay, the way I bet on, and I don't even gamble on sports. I bet on the NFL, guys. I bet on only the NFL, and the reason being is because all of my study, all of my background, everything I do has been based upon learning the NFL. And that's why I do it. That's why I do it specifically. It's far more lucrative for me than craps has ever been. Uh, the NFL season is a good $4,000 or $5,000 profit per year for me, pretty consistently. So I do three things specifically, right? First thing is I have a computer model that I've built, right? Built over time, figured out which statistics I like and which ones that I don't think matter. And I've built it into a computer model with weighted scales in it. And basically, I type in all these statistics team to team, and it gives me a number at the end. That number is basically the same way that Vegas makes their point spreads. All right, so I take my point spread. You can bet, some places you can bet really small, like all the way down to $1. It just depends on how you're betting. Uh, but just a normal straight up bet, you probably want to bet at least $10. I mean, but if you want to win real money, you got to bet real money because most of it is one-to-one stuff. So, uh, the first thing I do is I use my computer model to generate uh, where I think the game should go. All right, computer model is way, way, way up into the 70s, 78, 79% accurate. All right, just by putting the statistics in, it gets it right about that many times, right? So I could literally just bet the computer model every year and win. All right. But the computer model doesn't work until the fourth week because I have to have some statistics to go by. Okay, I can do that. So the computer model doesn't work till week 3, week 4-ish. All right. So the second thing I do is I play teasers. Okay, so in the early weeks, teasers give you an advantage. All right, no one knows really. Even Vegas doesn't know exactly what these teams are. All right, they have new players. They have players that left. There's some changes. Could be full changes. Quarterbacks, coaches, all kinds of things could be different. All right. Well, so Vegas gives kind of generic spreads at the beginning of the year. So what you do is you use teasers where with the teaser, you get to affect the spread. You get to change the spread in your favor and you lose a little bit of payout odds is how it works. So you bet 2-pick teasers or 3-pick teasers and you change that spread 7 points on each game. So for example, if Kansas City was giving up 7 points, you could essentially make it to where Kansas City was giving up no points. Right, and then bet them straight up, basically. So that's how the teaser works. All right, you can have less point teasers, but I always do 7-point teasers because I feel like If you're already going to give up the odds, you might as well get 7 points out of it. So that's what I do in the first couple weeks. I play teasers because I get an advantage based in the point spreads. I get to move it around. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Skill. I'll help you out. And then the third thing I do is I look at everything. I look at every single bet there is that the sports books offer, because there's always one that they have messed up. Yeah, you can actually buy points, absolutely. There's always one or two that the sports books mess up on. And it could be something like, uh, let's just stay with popular players. Tom Brady will throw one touchdown or more, and you know he's going to throw two, right? All of his averages say he's going to throw two, and so they'll make mistakes like that. So you got to look through the prop bets, you got to look through the halftimes bets, you got to look through the quarter bets, and I do all that. I do every single thing you can bet on. I look at it on every single game, and I go through it all. And the reason being is because I run into these freebie type bets, these gimme bets. So I'm not going to call them locks because that's a very overused term in sports betting, but they're really, really high percentage profitable bets. So one of the ones that I took advantage heavily of last year is I bet Jameis Winston to throw an interception every game. Well, he threw an interception in like 12 games. He threw 30 interceptions throughout the year. Well, I also bet Philip Rivers to do that. And Philip Rivers bet through like 22 interceptions or something like that. And so I just racked up on these guys just for throwing interceptions, right? They're going to throw 30 or 40 passes a game. All you need is the other team to catch one of them, right? And so you get these guys that are really prone to this, and you bet these bets. Usually you can get that at, they just have to throw one or not throw one, all right? And it's usually, now Jameis Winston's odds started getting worse as the year went on, right? At first it started as a 1-to-1 bet, and then it eventually got to like a 1.5-to-1, and then all the way up to a 2-to-1, where I had to bet $2 to win $1. But it was pretty guaranteed bet. He threw 30 interceptions, so it was pretty easy to do. Another trend I picked up on last year. Tennessee was playing really bad through the beginning of the year. The first game of the year, they played great, and then after that, they played really bad, and they weren't scoring any points. Well, they were under Marcus Mariota as their quarterback. Well, they switched quarterbacks, and I watched the first game very intently. Yeah. I watched that first game very intently, and their quarterback, the new quarterback, came out there and scored a bunch of points. And that gave me the key that Vegas was going to be slow to catch up, that this team was going to start scoring points. So their over and unders were all really low still. So for like 6 more games, their over and unders were too low, and they won. They went over every time in them 6 games. And finally, like the 7th game, they didn't. So I made a bunch of money right there. And this is how close I pay attention to this, guys. This is what I'm saying. And so when I'm giving out bets and picks, now the ones in the first 3 weeks of the season, they're all questionable because you just don't know yet fully. You have an idea of what veteran players will do, but there's new guys. You just never know. Is this the year that Tom Brady gets old and don't play good no more? You don't know these things yet. So these first couple weeks are shaky. They're not always perfect. But as the season goes on, it gets easier and easier and easier. And so that's what I'm going to be offering. I'm going to be offering I guess it's 20 years of experience betting on sports now. And then not quite 20, I guess it's like 18 years. And then also just the effort that I put into it is different than most people. And I make money off of it. This is by far my biggest gambling money maker. It's not close. I don't make nowhere near this on craps. So when I'm putting these bets out there, they're very studied, and I can take you through. I plan on putting my computer program thing up on my website. I plan on putting it up there downloadable so people can have it. I don't want nothing for it. You put the stats in, it'll give you a number. If you trust that number, go for it. I trust the number. It's been really good for me for a really long time. So, anyways, that's where I'm at with that. I do unit bet, and I don't know if you guys know what that is. Unit bet means you take your beginning of the year bankroll and you break it up into even units. So just to make it simple, let's say it was $100 and you broke it up into dollar units, you'd have 100 units to bet with. All right. So either you can do it usually one of two ways. You can bet the same exact amount of units on every bet you ever make. That way it stays consistent. Or you can grade your bets where like a bet that is good will be like 1 unit. A bet that's great will be like 2 units. And a bet that's a sure thing or should be a sure thing would be like 3 units. And you can grade them like that. That's another way to play it. All right. The easiest way to do it if you're going to bet on sports is just to make even units across the board, because then you know what you're up or what you're down without much. You can tell, the direction you're heading in a lot easier. You're not hoping for these 3 unit bets to come in and, stuff like that. So it's a lot easier to play even units all the way across the board, but it's not as profitable, but it's also not as risky. So how will I work that? I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, I'm not, I don't charge for nothing. They're on my website right now. I picked every game for the week, but I picked the specific games that I like the best, and I put breakdowns or personal opinion type breakdowns with them. If you go to wagermethis.com, it's up there. It tells you what to play, what I think some scores are going to be, and that way you guys can see how close I get, and you guys can see where I'm at. No, I would never be asking for anything. Yes, it's what's on the video today. I posted the bets I think you should play today. On my website, I posted every game this week, what I think is going to happen, like who I think is going to win or cover. Uh, but that's not the ones that I specifically singled out a group of them that I think are the good bets. But I know some people want to know about every game or different games that I didn't single out, so I put that on there. I didn't necessarily put breakdowns on them. If you want a breakdown, just contact me. There's 10 ways to contact me. So if you want to know what I think, but I don't want no money for anything. I'm not charging for nothing. I'm just giving out my knowledge for free, just like I do any other time. Uh, but it's a whole different world for me on football than it ever is on craps or anything else. The NFL, I'm very good at it. And another thing about the NFL, guys, yes, I do over and unders, I do prop bets. I actually love prop bets. I find so many prop bets that are really, really messed up. On the video, I do have 2 over and unders on the video. The prop bets actually aren't out yet. I'm having a hard time finding prop bets uh, for games. They're really limited. I haven't, normally there's a ton of prop bets, but right now I'm really having a hard time finding them, the big groups of them. I mean, I'm finding like Patrick Mahomes total yards for the year and stuff, like yearly prop bets, futures, but yeah, like tight end catches and stuff, absolutely. I do a lot of player versus player stuff sometimes, where you can bet which quarterback will play better, or which receiver will play better. There's a lot of that where you can get good odds, because Vegas, even though they have armies of people that look at this stuff, that's an army of different opinions. So a lot of times you get stuff that's a little skewed. And you can find them edges and you can take advantage of them. But I'll be putting these out. I'll most likely have them picks out by Wednesday. I'm going to try to get them out by Tuesday. But football, when it gets going, is just tricky because Monday night, Thursday night, and Sunday night. So you have to figure out a place to put that out. So what I might do is I might put out on Tuesday, I might put out the Thursday night game, and then on Thursday, I might put out the Sunday games and the Monday games. That's how I may end up doing it. Yeah, I won. I won on the Chiefs too. I actually bet on the Chiefs in August to win the Super Bowl, and so I got 12-1 or something. I can't remember. No, I got 7-1 in August. Uh, I actually bet on them to win the Super Bowl in August, and I made another bet on them at the Super Bowl. But if you want to be actually try it, I would start with $500 because that you can break that into $25 bets. That gives you 20 of them. That way you can have 20, or you can go to $20 bets and have, some more of them. But $25 bets, that gets you 20 units, and you can really rack up some money if you'll just be, yeah, I mean, $100 bet won't hurt you. But if you've never have done this before, I suggest starting a little lower. And I'll teach you guys about parlays. I'll teach you guys about teasers. I'll teach you about pleasers. I'll teach you about $7,000 fields. No, and yeah, usually it's, you gotta, bet 110 to win 100 is usually how it works. But you can get